Reach up to the occiput part of your body. Find length in your spine. So let it be a real action of finding the true length of your spine. Even if it feels like you're forcing yourself upward, away from the earth, up towards the clouds. You can even imagine poking your head up above the clouds just to see what's going on up here. Good, Mike. Keep lifting. And then as we practice this, then we're going to soften. Just as ice cream melts beneath the chocolate fudge, it surrenders to the heat. Soften the place between your eyebrows, loosen the hinge of your jaw. Allow your teeth to separate and soften your tongue. Really take the action of softening your tongue. And draw your attention down into your heart, the cave of your heart. So the heart lives in the cave of the heart. The cave of the heart is inside of your rib cage. Allow that area of your body to open and expand front to back, side to side. Feel the expansive nature of your heart center and the infinite amount of love you have to give, the infinite amount of respect you have to give, the infinite amount of time in this present moment. The Talmud says, "Who is wise? One who learns from all." And then Eknath says, in many disagreements, not only in the home, but even at the international level, it is really not ideological differences that divide people. It is lack of respect. Most disagreements do not even require dialogue. All that is necessary is a set of flashcards. If Romeo wants to make a point to Juliet, he may have an elaborate intellectual argument for stating his case. But while his mouth is talking away, his hand just brings out the big card that shows to Juliet, "I am right." Then Juliet flashes one of hers, "You are wrong." You can use the same cards for all occasions because that is all most quarrels amount to. What provokes people is not so much facts or opinions, but the arrogance of these flashcards. Kindness here means the generous admission, not only with the tongue, but with the heart, that there is something in what you say, just as there is something in what I say. If I can listen to you with respect, it is usually only a short time before you listen with respect to me. Once this attitude is established, most differences can be made up. The problem is no longer insoluble. Let's bring our hands together in front of our heart. Let us open our eyes to see what is beautiful. Let us open our minds to learn what is true. Let us open our hearts to love one another. With your inhale, allow your heart to rise. And with your exhale, bow your head to the wisdom and the kindness and the respect in your heart. In honor of peace within yourselves and each other and all living beings on the earth, may the fruits of our practice, however humble, benefit the lives of all living beings. Release your hands and open your eyes. Let's come to all fours on our yoga mat. Spread your fingers long. Cat back, arch your back, scoop your tailbone under, look underneath at your belly button. Let your head fall from your shoulders. Really let your head fall. So what does that mean? You might even ask yourself, what does it feel like if my head is falling with my neck from my shoulders? Can you feel the weight of your head stretching just at the base of your neck at the shoulders? Let that head dangle down. Now lift the tailbone, your heart, and your gaze. You're looking forward. You're getting a little bit of a stretch in the front of your neck as you look forward and up. Lift the tailbone. One more time, we're going to drop the gaze down. Scoop the tailbone under. Look in at the belly button. Let your head dangle loose. Why don't you turn your chin slightly left and right? Release any tension there. Now let's flatten our back. Swing the hips to the left, look to the right. Look at a little stretch on the left side of your neck as you're looking back over your right shoulder. And we'll swing the hips to the right, look to the left. Here comes a little stretch on the right side of the neck. And swing to center. Let's step the right hand forward, sit the hips back, keep your right elbow lifted, drop your left elbow down. We're doing a little stretch for the right arm and the right shoulder. And then rise up, slide your right hand in, step your left hand forward of the fingers of your right hand and drop your right elbow down. Keep your left elbow lifted, stretch that left arm. If you're not getting much of a stretch, crawl your fingers forward another inch. And then back up to your table pose. Curl your toes under, no knees table. I've lifted my knees off the floor 2 inches. And I'm just hovering with shoulders over wrists. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists and not forward of your shoulders. Or wrists are not forward of your shoulders. And touch your knees down. Lift your left knee up. Keep your knee bent. Squeeze the glute left side. You're making a muscle with that glute. Maybe you're getting a little cramp. If so, let's Straighten the left leg. Everybody, touch your toes down left leg and stretch the back of your left leg. Yep, like that. Good. Draw your left knee in. Let's lift the right leg. We've got it bent. The knee is bent, and we're lifting the heel up. We're giving a squeeze to the glute, right side. Feel the muscle in your right glute. Maybe you feel a little cramping. And then we'll release the toes of the right foot. Straighten your right knee. Stretch the back of your leg. Okay, so right arm forward, left leg back. Bend your left knee. It's up. Yep. Flex your foot. Left elbow, right knee. Right arm forward, left knee lifts. Left knee is bent. Left knee, right elbow. Keep your knee bent. Reach your right arm forward. Lift your left knee. You're making a muscle. Yes. Great. Let's do the other side. So that's different, I know. Left arm forward. Right knee lifts. Right knee, left elbow. Left arm forward. Right knee lifts. You're making a muscle. You're going to feel it. I know you can feel it. Left elbow, right knee. Reach out. Lift your right knee. Extend your left arm forward. And touch down. Left knee swings out to the left. This is hard. It's a lot of work on the left hip. And touch your left knee down. Lift your right knee out to the right. You're holding it out to the right. You're feeling it in your right hip. Right knee down. Let's do left leg again. Left knee out to the left. You're making a muscle with your glute. Left knee down. Right knee out to the right. And touch down. Here we go. No knees, table. Heart shines forward. Now push your hands forward and your hips back, frog dog. So your knees are bent. You're going to get a little bit of stretch in your lower back and your glutes. Keep holding. Come forward, no knees, table. Feel your belly working. Press back, frog dog. Looks like downward facing dog and a frog at the same time. Keep pressing your hands forward. Press from your shoulders to your hands. Knees are still bent. No knees, table. Back to frog dog. Lift your tailbone up to straight legs. Press your heels down. Press from your shoulders to your hands. Lift your tailbone. Press to the inner heel and big toe of both feet. Crawl your hands back toward your feet. Stand at the back of your mat. Fingers resting on the floor or your yoga blocks, your ankles, whatever you can touch easily. Balance your weight from your right foot to your left foot, so right in the middle, right in between both. Balance your weight to the top part of your heel. So we want a lot of weight just in the middle of the foot. Let yourself rest here a moment. Crawl forward to your plank. Hold the top of a push-up. Lift your heart forward, press your heels back. Point your toes so your shoulders go forward of your fingertips. Point your elbows towards your toes, lower halfway down, touch your knees down. Bring your shoulders forward another inch and give me 5 push-ups. Plank pose. Downward facing dog. Crawl your hands back toward your feet. Stand in a forward fold. Enjoy the quiet. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. That's not wide. It's about 2 to 3 inches between your big toes. Crawl your hands forward. Point your toes so your shoulders go forward of your fingertips. Lower halfway, touch your knees down. Bring your shoulders forward again, 5 push-ups. Your hands are basically near your rib cage. Plank pose, right side plank. Draw your ears back. So good, Deborah. Lift your heart. Look at that. Beautiful. Drop your gaze down. Drop your left hand down. Pivot your heels to the left. Press your left hand, lift your right hand up. Lift your heart. Look up. You should be able to see the ceiling, so draw your ears back. Drop your gaze down. Drop your right hand down. We have last set of push-ups. You can do full push-ups or knees down. Come forward, lower, 5 push-ups. And plank pose. Downward facing dog. Crawl your hands back towards your feet. Stand at the back of your mat. Check the alignment of your feet. Let your head dangle. Rest your hands inside your elbow creases. Feel the weight of your elbows tugging on your shoulders. Feel the weight of your head tugging on your neck. Feel the weight of your torso tugging on your hamstrings. Nothing more is needed. Now, hands on shin bones. Inhale, lift your heart, flat back table. Shoulders back, heart shines forward. Upper thighs press back and energetically apart. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift your heart, flat back table. One more time. Exhale, chair pose. Drop your hips, lift your heart. Inhale, rise to standing. Reach up, gaze up, salute your sun. Beautiful lift of your heart, look up. Interlace your fingers at the top. Turn your palms to the sky. Hold on to elbows over the top of your head. Change the forearm in the front. Lift your heart, look up. Take your attention to, let's say, your back body, and energetically draw the back body towards the front body. You feel a little back bend happen. Release your fingers behind your back. Take a tight grip so the fists are tight, like you have a very special thing in your hands. So the palms are touching, the fingers are gripping. Pull on your fingers with bent elbows. Elbows are bent, shoulders are back, elbows point back. And without letting go of that tight grip, we're pulling on the hands, but pressing the knuckles down at the same time. But please don't lock the elbows. Now release your hands, let your arms dangle at your side. Inhale, reach up, gaze up, salute your sun, beautiful lift of the heart. And then exhale, bow forward, salute your earth. Slide your hands down your legs, let your head drop and dangle down as you drop. Inhale, lift your heart and your gaze forward, crawl forward to your plank. Point your toes so your shoulders go forward of your fingertips. Lower all the way to the floor. Rest your hands on top of the hands, the stacked hands. Curl your toes under right foot, lift your right thigh up, extend it back. Curl the toes under left foot, lift your left thigh and knee up, extend your thigh away from your belly button, away from your hip flexors. Let's do right side, then left side again. Do both sides if you think you have more space. Lie with your hip bones and your pubic bone connecting to the earth. Give yourself some time here. Day-to-day activity keeps us bent in the front. It bends backwards, not forward. So we're giving our hips time to come forward a bit. Now let's practice this up on elbows. Curl the toes under right foot, lift your right thigh up, extend it back. Curl the toes under, yep, like that. Draw those thighs back away from your belly button. So now your pubic bone and your hip flexors are close to the earth. Spread your fingers wide, press your elbows down, draw your shoulders back, lift your heart forward in front. Let's release back to the belly, touch your heels together, lift your heart and your elbows like you're skydiving. And then reach your arms forward and your feet back, like you're a superhero flying through the air. Back to skydiver. Lift your heels. Back to superhero. Reach long. Last time for skydiver. And last time for superhero. Now Cobra hands. Back at the rib cage, not under the shoulders. Bring them way back. Lift your shoulders, draw the elbows in. Cobra is a little tiny lift. Seal is straight arms. Shoulders back, heart shines forward. And child's pose. Take your knees wide enough that there's space for your belly. You might want to stretch your arms by crawling the fingertips forward and pulling back with hips so you'll get a stretch in your arms, biceps, triceps, shoulders, chest, upper back, and especially those lateral muscles. Or you might want to just rest your arms, forehead touching down. Now here we go, downward facing dog. Bicycle your legs, give your calves some time to stretch. Inhale, lift your heart and your gaze forward. Step your right foot to the top of your mat. I'm going to grab my blocks. Fingertips, hands on the floor or blocks. Heels align with each other. You should see that like there's a line from your front heel to your back heel. Lift your heart. Warrior one. May all beings be free from unnecessary pain and suffering. Warrior two. Let your left hip follow your left hand back. Keep your right knee pointing forward. Look forward towards your right hand. Proud warrior, right arm up. Lift your heart. Reach up with your right arm. Now let's do something we haven't done. Right hand over the right shoulder, left hand behind you. Can you interlace your, yes, Mike. Yes, honey. Lift your right elbow up to the ceiling like you can touch the ceiling with your elbow. Deepen the bend of your right knee. Yes. Good. Let's hold this pose and start to come forward like you're going to put the elbow down. Look towards the screen though, Mike. Look towards me. Yes. Yes. Let's go back up. All the way up. Look up and release your hands. Right hand slides down to the inside of your right foot. Deepen the bend of your knee. Yep, you want to bend that knee. Ears draw back. Heart shines skyward. Great. Warrior two. Proud warrior, right arm up. Straighten your right leg. Just reach back. Right arm forward and down. Place your hand on your shin bone. Snuggle your right hip back towards your left heel. Left arm reaches up. You can look up. Draw your ears back. Back to warrior two. Helicopter arms look forward. Lift your back heel. Twist and look to the right. You're pressing back to the heel side of your left foot. Turn your right palm up. Turn your left palm up. Helicopter arms to center. We're going to bow over the right leg and hover. We're going to step up onto right foot, left knee up. Right hand, left knee. Now, unwind that pose. Reach up with your arms, reach back with your left foot. That's warrior three. And then back up with the left knee. Twist to the left, right hand, left knee. We have one more thing to do. Back to airplane arms. Sweep your left leg back and step it back. Crescent lunge. Inhale, inflate your body, rises. Arms float up. Exhale, deflate, bend your left knee and come down a few inches. We'll find our way to the floor on the last one. Inhale, inflate. Exhale, deflate. We get a little bit closer. Inhale, inflate. Reach up. Let your body rise. Exhale, deflate. We're coming all the way down to the floor. Left knee touches down. I just happen to have my blocks available. That was helpful. Beautiful lift of the heart. So from the back body, we move forward and up to the ceiling. Reach your arms up. Stretch your arms as if you could touch, or you're hanging from a bar above you. Now take your hands behind your back. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale and open. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale and open. Last time. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale and open, lift your heart. Reach your arms up. Twist the other way. Look back. Left hand on left hip. Slide your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Slide your left hand down. I'm going to use these blocks. Elbows on blocks. Enjoy the stretch in your right hip. You did a little bit work with your hip already. Close your eyes. This is a time of rest. So I want you to practice resting. Practice experiencing the infinite amount of time in the present moment. The never-ending present moment. If you have elbows and blocks, you're welcome to lower your blocks any amount. Straighten your arms. Back your hands up. Back your left knee up. Back your hips up over your left knee. If your hips go behind your left knee, you're sitting back on your heel, you should back your left knee up a few inches. Let's swivel the hips to the left. Turn your toes to the right. Your right foot's totally flexed. You might even open your toes a little as you look back over your right shoulder. Make sure your right knee is completely straight. No bend in that knee. No bend at all. Swivel your hips to center. Lift your tailbone, your heart, your toes, and your gaze forward. Bow forward. Inhale, lift your heart. Press to your left hand, sweep your right leg back. Right arm reaches rainbow style. I'm using a block underneath my left hand. That helps for lower back pain. Really reach from the pinky toe on your right foot to the fingers of your right hand. It's a stretch, side body stretch. And then we're going to stretch the front of the right shoulder by sweeping the right hand back, like a butterfly wing behind you. Slide your right hand down your back. Lift your heart. Look up. Drop your gaze to the floor. You could drop your right hand down first if you like, but if you want to use your core strength, drop your right knee first, then your right arm underneath your left arm. Thread the needle. Stack your left shoulder over your right shoulder. Keep your left elbow up. up off the floor so that you can look under the elbow. You can snuggle your hips to the right. Press your left hand. You can put your left hand on your right hand to cause a little extra stretching in the right arm. Press your left hand, sweep your right arm out, right leg back, right arm reaches rainbow style. And right hand butterfly wing swings back, you can grab your right foot. And released. Downward facing dog. You can put your hands on your blocks if you like. Hands on blocks, use the first edge like a speed bump to push onto. If you're using your blocks, put them aside, come forward to your plank, lower through chaturanga, cobra to your seal, seal to your plank, and plank to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heart and your gaze forward. Step your left foot forward. Pivot your back heel down. Fingertip hands on blocks or the floor, whatever. You're lifted on fingertips because you're ready to go. And slowly rise, warrior one. May all beings be free from unnecessary pain and suffering. All tribes and nations treated with kindness and respect. Beautiful lift of your heart. Reach from your back body to your front body. Warrior two. Let your right hip follow your right hand. Keep your left arm and gaze forward. Proud warrior, reach up with your left arm and think of someone special, someone you're grateful for. Now we're going to slide that left hand over the left shoulder and the right hand underneath towards the left hand. On this side, I can't really touch. So I'm going to just reach for my hands, but then I'm going to point that left elbow up towards the ceiling, look up. Keep pointing that elbow up as if you could touch it to the ceiling. And then I'm going to keep my gaze looking to the right as I start to bow into this pose. Left elbow coming down in the direction of my left knee. You don't have to touch it. You're just sort of using your core strength to hold yourself. And then we're going to come back up, point the elbow up again, release the arms, reach with the arms. Left hand slides down to the floor this time. Or your block. You could have a yoga block here on the inside of your left foot. Back to warrior two. Proud warrior, we offer a blessing. Straighten your left leg, reach your left arm back. Left arm reaches forward and down, triangle pose. Left hand on left shin bone, right arm up. Warrior two. Helicopter arms, look forward, lift your back heel. Make sure if your feet are too far apart like mine were, make whatever adjustment you need to. Front knee is bent, press back to the heel side of your right foot, twist to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to bow over your left leg. Step up, rise up, right knee up. Left hand, right knee. And unwind, reach your arms up and your right leg back. You can bow forward, warrior three pose. Let's rise up and twist, left hand, right knee. And then one more time, airplane arms or superhero arms. Step your right foot back to crescent lunge. Inhale, inflate your body rises. Exhale, deflate the body floats down. Inhale, inflate, we're rising, strengthening the left leg. Exhale, deflate, we're floating down, stretching the front of your right thigh. Inhale, inflate. Exhale, deflate, we touch down to the floor. Beautiful lift of the heart, arms reach skyward, really reach the arms up. It's a stretch in the arms and the side body. Reach up. Take your torso or your heart forward. Let's take the fingertips behind the head, right elbow, left knee. Inhale and open. Exhale to twist. Inhale to open. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale to open. We're going to counter that twist by looking back, left forearm to the inside of the left knee, especially holding that knee in line with the ankle. Right hand, right hip, look back over your right shoulder. Slide your left hand down. Slide your right hand down. Bend your elbows here to get a stretch in that left hip. You can take your yoga blocks to the inside of the left foot and rest your elbows on your blocks. Let's close our eyes. Let's clear the mind. Especially if this is in the middle of your work day. This is a great time to clear the mind so that you're fresh when you go back to work. Mind is always working, and this is an opportunity for it to just follow along. The body is doing the work, the mind need not do anything. Now, straighten your arms. Back your hands up, back your right knee up, back your hips up over your right knee, lift the toes of your left foot, flare your toes open. Lift your tailbone and your heart. Swivel your hips to the right, turn your toes to the left, look back over your left shoulder. Really turn the toes to the left. Look back. Let the muscles around that IT band get a great stretch. Back to center. Lift your tailbone, your heart, and your gaze. Let's bow straight down. Inhale, lift through the heart, press through your right hand, sweep your left leg back, left arm reaches like a rainbow. Really get the stretch on the left side body. Draw the ears back, lift the heart, let your body almost back up as you're reaching back. Make sure your right shoulder is rotating back away from your ear. Better, Mike. Yes. Look at your whole body straightening up. That was beautiful. Left hand butterfly wing swings back behind your back. Yes. No, just grabbing behind the back for now. Lift your heart. Ears drop back. I'm almost tipping back. That's great, Deborah. Drop your gaze to the floor. Drop your left knee down to the floor. I've got to move my blocks out of the way. Left arm underneath right arm. Both knees are aligned with each other on the mat. Slide your left arm under and drop your left ear, unless your dreadlock bun is in the way. Snuggle your hips to the left. You could press your right hand into your left hand and twist your upper back a little. Now press to your right hand, sweep your left arm out, left leg back, left arm reaches. All the way around. Keep moving around to the back until you can grab your left foot. Press your foot into your hand, lift your heart, open up. Yes, Mike, that's great. Draw that right shoulder back. Ah, you're doing it good. Release, fantastic. Okay, let's do some wide leg poses. A couple of stretches for the legs. Have something to sit on. I think all of us really need something to sit on, unless you're extra flexible. I'm moving my blocks to the left side. So we're going to be doing stuff left side. So reach out through your heels and up through your toes. Extend through your spine. Helicopter arms, palms out and up. Reach to the very tips of your fingers. I want you to close your eyes and really feel the middle finger, the ring and index finger, pinkies and thumbs, the very tips of your fingers. You can feel them. Now turn your palms down. Keep your eyes closed. Feel the fingertips. Out to the very periphery edge. Flex your feet, open your toes. Feel the tips of your toes. Turn your thumbs to point down towards the floor. Yes, your arms will lower. I'm happy about that. That's fine. Point your thumbs back to the wall behind you and slightly towards each other, not touching. Turn your thumbs up to the ceiling. Now the palms turn up and the pinkies turn up and they come up over your head. You can open your eyes. Touch your pinkies, the sides of your hands and wrists and elbows. Touch your palms. Interlace your fingers. Flip your palms forward of your heart and up and over your head. And sit tall. Straighten your elbows. Everything is extended out and stretched. Hold on to elbows. Ears draw back. Heart shines forward. Change the forearm in the front. One more time. Let's keep the left elbow up. Reach the right hand behind you. Gomukhasana arms. And unwind. Right arm up and around. Left arm back behind you. And right arm slides down with the left arm. We're going to touch the fingertips together and do prayer hands either up your back or you can point them down. That's fine. Release your hands to your knees. Close your eyes. Feel the warmth in your arms. Eyes are closed. This is a meditation. And open your eyes. Slide to the right, look to the left. Left hand behind your neck. Slide your left hand up your neck to the very bottom of your skull. Point your left elbow up towards the ceiling and over in the direction of your right foot. Up towards the ceiling and over to in the direction of your right foot. I'm not even gonna have us release the arm. Keep pointing the elbow. Look to the left and release. We're going to slide to the left. Right hand slides behind your neck, up the back of your neck to the bottom of your skull. Your gaze is in the direction of your right foot, but more towards the ceiling. So point your right elbow up towards the ceiling and reach your right elbow in the direction of your left foot as you look up to the sky. Great. Those are some good stretches. Helicopter arms, right hand, left foot. Close your eyes. So this is more of a back, right side body stretch. Let's rise up. Now we're going to do more of a side body. I'm going to take my left hand to the inside of my left leg. And I'm going to slide it and reach the right hand. Yes, Mike, but look underneath your right arm. Yeah, oh, that's great, Mike. Keep turning your heart up to the sky. Great, let's release. That was great. Nice job. Left hand, right foot. This is more of a back body, left side stretch. Of course, it's a stretch for the back of your right leg also. Now let's rise up. Right hand slides to the inside of the right leg. Left arm follows in the direction of your right foot. Turn your heart. You can even use, I like to use the leverage of my right elbow against my right thigh, inner right thigh or inner right knee to twist and turn my heart to look up. Left arm is really stretching and reaching. Great. Let's come up. Spider fingers crawl forward. The spine is long and straight. We're not rounding in the upper back to get down there. We're going forward. Route that like that, Mike. Rather than going down to the floor, we're going forward. Forward and forward and forward with these little spider fingers helping us. And once you've gotten to a place where you're pretty satisfied, you can wait. We're not going to melt down quite yet. We're going to hold. You might take notice which leg is feeling more on board than the other. Crawl 1 more inch forward and bow down. You can relax in this forward fold. Crawl your hands in. Let's lift the knees with both hands, bring the bottoms of your feet together, sit back. Let those knees drop out left and right. And then when you're ready, sit up and pull those feet close or snuggle your hips forward towards your feet, whichever, and sit tall. So now we're actively sitting up. Release tension in your hips. Let them relax. Let's hold the left foot in, scoop the right leg out to the right. Inhale up, exhale, twist to the left. Twist 1 more inch. This is core strength. 1 more time, twist. Right hand to the left thigh, left arm up and over to the right. This is a twist and a reach at the same time. And helicopter arms, left hand, right foot. And left hand to the floor, right arm reaches and lifts you up onto left knee. And right hand to the floor, right leg lifts, left arm forward, left elbow, right knee. Reach out, hold it out. Left hand, right foot behind you, lift your heart and your knee. Just one of those today. We're not going to keep doing it. We're just doing 1 set. And then we're going to release. Step back to plank pose. 10 knee ins. 10 of them. Now we're going to come down to the right elbow and then the left elbow. 30 seconds on elbows. Lift your heart forward. Here you can hold a nice strong plank. Drop your hips, Mike. Yep. Shoulders over elbows. Press back through your heels. You could do knee ins if you like. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pivot your heels to the right. Press through your right elbow. Lift your left arm in the air. Left arm underneath right elbow. Left arm up. Left arm under. Left arm up. Last time under left arm. Left arm up. Left hand to the floor. Up onto right hand. Plank pose. Pivot your heels to the left. Press your left hand, lift your right hand up. Step your right foot behind your left leg. Right knee is bent, pointing up towards the ceiling. Use both feet to lift your hips and your heart. Reach your right arm over your head like a rainbow. Now we're going to reach the right arm towards the ceiling. Lower the left hip, lift the left hip. Yes, like that, Deborah. Like you're gonna sit down, all the way down, and then you sit up. Just 2. Side plank, plank. Point your toes so your shoulders go forward of your fingertips, lower through chaturanga. Cobra to your seal. Seal to your plank. Plank to your downward facing dog. Left foot to the top of your mat. Right heel pivots down. Slowly rise, warrior 1. Warrior 2. Proud warrior, offer your blessing. Straighten your left leg, turn your left foot to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach back. And a full forward fold. Inhale, lift your heart and move left and right. Now meet me on the right side. Turn your right foot to the right, downward facing dog. And touch your knees down, pull your hips back, child's pose. And then back to wide leg seat. Bend your right knee. I think you might want to do a different knee, Deborah. Or maybe, I don't know. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Beautiful twist of the heart. One more time. Left hand, right knee, right arm up, right arm reaches. And helicopter arms, right hand, left foot. And right hand to the floor, left arm sweeps you up on the right knee. Enjoy the stretch, left side body, left hand to the floor, left leg lifts, right arm forward, right elbow, left knee. Reach out, right hand, left foot behind you, lift your heart and your knee. Reach out, hold it out, and plank pose. Plank pose with knee ins, 10 of them, or 20 mountain climbers. That's the speed up version of knee ins. And when you're finished with your knee ins or your mountain climbers, come down to left elbow, then right elbow. 30 seconds on elbows. Lift your heart forward. Make sure your hips are the same height as your shoulders. You can tuck your knees in one at a time if you like. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pivot your heels to the left, press to your left elbow, lift your right arm up. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Right arm under. Right arm up, open your heart, look up. Right arm under. Right arm up, look up. Right arm under. Right arm up. Now right hand touches the floor, up onto left hand. Pivot your heels to the right. Press to your right hand, lift your left hand up. Step your left foot behind your right foot. Lift your hips up, lift your heart up, lengthen through your spine. Now reach your left arm up, lower your right hip like you're sitting down. Lift your right hip all the way up. Last time, lower your hip and lift your hip. Drop or side plank and plank and downward facing dog. Right foot to the top of your mat, left toe pivots down. Slowly rise, warrior one. Warrior two. Proud warrior. Reach up. Straighten your right leg, turn your right foot to the left, turn your left foot to the left, bend your left knee, sweep your arms to the right, look to the right. Straighten your left leg, turn your left foot to point forward, turn your right foot to the right, track your toes, right knee over ankle and toes, reach your arms to the left. Good, Mike, and switch. Good for checking that alignment. And switch. You want to go into it. Yes, back to center. I think we're ready for toes in, heels out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, let's bow forward. Let your head dangle from your shoulders. Inhale, lift your heart. Let's move left and right. Meet me on the left side, turn your left foot to the left. Plank pose. Point your toes so your shoulders go forward, your fingertips lower all the way down. Cobra to your seal. Seal to your child's pose. Now roll to your back. Lie on your back, knees bent. Most of us need a small pillow underneath our head. Toes in, heels wider than hips. Rock your left knee towards your right knee. Your right knee only makes a little space for the knee to come in. We're going to drop the right knee towards the left knee, and the left knee just drops out enough that the right knee has some space. And last time on both sides. Let's do a little bit with the strap. Just one side, one on both sides. Lift your right knee up, grab it with both hands, pull it in towards your chest, snug it close. Extend your left leg forward. Lift your left knee up, grab it with both hands, pull it in tight, and extend your right leg forward. Hook your strap around the bottom of your left foot. Lift your left leg in the air. Extend your right leg forward. Pull the toes of your left foot in the direction of the very top of your head. So you feel like maybe you could scratch the top of your head with your toes. Press your pubic bone forward away from your belly button. Turn your toes to the left, swing your left leg out to the left, any amount. And back to center. Switch hands. Hold your strap with your right hand. Take your left big toe over your right ear and straighten your knee. Once your left knee is totally straight, take your left big toe over your right shoulder. That's a little bit further out to the right. Switch hands, back out to the left. Last time to the right. Give a good tug, right hand pulling in. And release to center. Step your right foot in and your left leg down to the floor. Your left leg is just resting on the floor. Your right leg is supporting you. Step your left foot in and lift your right foot up. Wrap your strap around the bottom of your right foot and lift it skyward. Lift your right leg skyward. Extend your left leg forward. Pubic bone presses forward away from your belly button, and then you're going to pull with both hands that right foot just over the top of your head. Turn your toes slightly to the right. Swing your right leg out to the right. Don't lose the left side of your body. Stay planted in the left side of your body. Left arm can be out to the left to help balance you. Let's lift the right leg up. We're moving more towards the head side of the body with the foot. Switch hands with your strap. Right arm out to the right. Right big toe over your left ear. Straighten your right knee completely. You'll feel the stretch right there. And then we'll take that right leg over the left shoulder. Back to the right. Back to the left. And back to center. Step your left foot in and then rest your right leg on the floor. Let your right leg just rest there and feel the blood pumping from your heart into your toes. Step your right foot in. Heels are wider than hips, toes point in. Rock your knees left and right. Just a little ways, not too far. Sort of massaging the sacrum. Let's heel toe our feet to center. Bottoms of the feet touching, knees are wide. Press your elbows down to snuggle your shoulders away from your ears. Slide your feet forward a full footprint. Slide on the pinky toe side of both feet to straight legs, heels out, toes up, arms back, palms up. And release your hands to your belly. Press your elbows down and snuggle your shoulders away from your ears. Step your right foot in, then your left foot. Press your feet down and lift your hips a little. Scoop the tailbone under. Flatten your sacrum out. Heels are wider than toes. Lift your right knee over your left knee. Drop your knees to the right. Back to center. Step your right foot down. Take your left knee over your right knee. Snuggle them together so they're touching. Drop both knees to the left. And back to center. Step your left foot down. Last time for straight body. Heels out, toes up, arms back. Feel the stretch. Stretch everything out to as long as possible. How tall, how straight can you make yourself? And when you're ready, place your hands on your belly. Snuggle your shoulders away from your ears. Rest one more short moment. As the sound of the bell fades, please begin to enjoy a deeper breath. Notice the nourishment that your breath is bringing to you and how freely it was offered. Hug your knees into your chest with affection for the strength and the health of your body. It is a true blessing to be healthy and strong. Draw your nose and your knees towards each other. Make a big round ball out of your body. Drop your feet to the floor. Lift your hips off of the ground. Extend your arms over your head towards your ears. Lift your hips up, lift your heart up, press your knees forward, away from your belly button. As you lower your hips, lengthen your spine. Use both hands to Press up to a comfortable seat when you're ready. Let's sit for a moment with our eyes closed just to feel your practice and feel the sweetness of your relationship with yourself growing, the intimacy. If you'd like to, place your hands together in front of your heart. Let's share together this mantra. May the beauty and the wisdom of the cosmos shine through us today. Namaste. Thank you so much. So good to see you.